I don't understand. I don't understand YouTube. I don't. Oh. It cut me off as soon as I started talking about my car being stolen. Because maybe YouTube stole my car. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe that is the problem. YouTube messing around with my um YouTube is trying to trying to get me out of here, trying to mess me up. I'm trying to have a good time. YouTube trying to kill my vibe. That's what they trying to do. They trying to kill my vibe here on YouTube. First thing of business today is to get a makeup bag because I don't have one. That's the first business today is to get a makeup bag. I gotta do that today. Hey Juki, how you doing? Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Like, share, subscribe to the channel. Somebody compared me to Mr. Beast. I am not Mr. Beast, okay? I don't have the stats like that yet. I don't have it, okay? Yes, good morning, good morning. I hope everybody had their breakfast. I hope everybody had a good sleep. And they woke up with a positive attitude, in a good mood, in a good spirit. You can't let the outside world, the devil, try to kill your joy on this Saturday morning. Don't let the devil try to kill your joy. You know what I mean? Stay positive, stay full of life, and go out there and live. Live. That's what you should be doing. Living life. Somebody contacted me recently and said, they glad they came to my live stream years ago because I used to live stream on Plenty of Fish, and it changed their way of thinking. So when you come here, expect to be inspired. You know what I mean? That's what I'm here for. I'm here for the vibes. That's it. It's no smoke and mirrors or nothing. I'm here for the vibes. So when you come to my Substack live stream will be different than this one. This one just whatever. The Substack one is more on the political. You feel that's what I'm talking about. Yes, fulfilled with the words of the God. We can tell you woke up in a good spirit this morning. And that's the way everybody should wake up. Everybody should wake up feeling good and great about life and everything going on with yourself and your family or whatever. Because the outside world is going to be the outside world every single day. It's going to be things that, the things outside your door are meant to challenge you every single day, every step of the way. Okay, that's what this world is, just full of challenges. And can you meet them or not? Can you meet the challenges or not? You know. But anyway, yeah, I'm waiting on my ride. So that's why I'm here. I'm on here because I'm waiting on my ride to pick me up because I don't have a car. It is so weird not having a vehicle, not having a car is strange. It's strange to me. Not being able to just get up and go. But I'll have one soon. Soon. I will have one soon. You know what I mean? But if I was going out on going out with somebody and they said, "Do you have a car?" I'd be like, "I had a car, and then I lost my car." I don't know how I would tell somebody that I don't have no car, or maybe I wouldn't say it. Maybe I wouldn't tell nobody I don't have no car. I don't know how y'all do it. The people who don't have no car and go on a date, you know what I mean, and you ain't got no car, knowing that you ain't gonna get no car no time soon. I remember a man came up to me at the gas station one time, and I don't know if he walked to the gas station or what, but he came up to my car and he was like, first he came up to me and was like, hey, how you doing? I said, fine. And he said, yep, I know your size. He named my clothing size. I looked at him like, yep, mm-hmm. And he said some other stuff, and I said, "What?" And he's like, "Mm-hmm." He said, I know exactly what you about." Duh, duh, duh. He said, "Let me get your number. I could be your friend." I said, "I don't need no friends. I don't need no friends." He's like, mm-hmm. I'm like, I don't need no friends, sir. Sorry, I don't want no friends. And then he just uh, walked off or whatever. Like, I don't need no friends. Don't come up to women asking them to be their friend. Either you want to date the person or not. Be upfront, be blunt. Be upfront with what you want. Don't go up to no woman talking about, let me be your friend. You don't want to be their friend. You are not interested in being no woman friend. So don't even suggest that you interested in being no friend. Just say what's exactly on your mind. Smash and grab. That's exactly what's in your mind. That's in your mind. It's a smash and grab, and that's it. You're not trying to be nobody's friend. You know you're not. You know you're not. Tell the truth. Tell the truth. The truth will set you free. Tell the truth. The truth will set you. Been lying since day one. Set yourself free. Stop lying. Tell the truth. Tell the truth. Tell the truth. Tell your partner that you don't like the way they cook. Tell your partner, that you don't like the way they smell. Just tell the truth. It'll set you free, and it's probably set you free from that relationship. Hello, Prince. How you doing? Tell people the truth. Tell them the truth about whatever it is in your mind. I mean, I say it in a tasteful way. If you got to use Chat GPT to help you tell the truth in a respectable way, then do that. If your mind ain't mature enough to tell the truth in a respectful way, you need to get on that chat. What is your topic? I ain't got no topic. I ain't got nothing. It's just me and vibes. That's it. I ain't got no topic. What topic do you want? Let's explore the topic that you want to talk about. What is it? What is it? I don't have no topic. What topic do you want? I'm about to go out the door. Tell me, what is your topic? What? Is this CNN? Am I on CNN? Is this a podcast? Now, if I had my own podcast, how old are you? I'm I'm AOL old. If I had a podcast, I had thought about having a podcast. If I had a podcast, I don't know what I would talk about on a podcast. Isn't love beautiful? Yeah, I guess. Not for me. I don't believe in love and all that stuff. I don't believe that. I don't believe in that. I mean, if it works for you, if love, works for you, I don't believe in it. But if I had a podcast, um, I think my podcast would be focused more on uh, challenges in life, challenges in life, and overcoming those challenges. That would be my podcast. Like when you run out of seasoning and you trying to cook something, that's a real challenge. When you run out of garlic powder to cook your food, that's a real challenge. When you run out of money to get your brakes fixed, that's a real life challenge. That's a real life challenge right there. How many times have you been to the mechanic and they tell you the price? They already got your car jacked up in the air and you ain't even got half the money they talking about to get your car fixed. That's a real life challenge right there. So I would be talking about if I had a podcast. I would be thank you, Sammy. If I had a podcast, I would be talking about life challenges like that. Thank you. Um, I would be talking about stuff like that on my podcast, like real situations. People don't talk about that stuff. Stuff you really face. Running out of liquor. Running out of liquor and stuff like that. These are real life challenges for people. I mean, it's not my struggle. Running out of some liquor or something like that. I don't drink. I don't drink, you know. But people don't really talk about real life stuff, having to move out of your apartment and you getting an eviction notice. You get an eviction on the 11th and you got to move out. And then you got to decide, are you going to stay there and fight? Are you going to actually move out? Or who you going to move to? You call your family hates you and you can't move with them. You call your ex, you can't move with them. You ain't got enough money to go to a hotel. Those are real life challenges. Are you sure you don't drink? What? I don't drink. Do you drink just water? Because you don't drink like nasty stuff. I drink hot water consistently. Hot water by itself. I drink a lot of hot water. And occasionally I drink juice. That's it. Or tea. But most of the time, these days, I'm drinking hot water. Straight up, just hot water. I don't go. Okay, bye, Sammy. Spring water. No, I just drink hot water. Just hot water. I keep a coffee pot full of hot water going almost all day. And I drink hot water. I feel good, too. I feel great. Drinking hot water every day. So that's what I do. I'm not an alcohol drinker. I drink occasionally wine, but I'm not an alcohol drinker. But that's what I would talk about on my podcast. Real life challenges. Stuff people are facing right now. It's like you just found out you got contracted an STD from a one night stand. Those are real life challenges. And what to do in those situations. I don't know what you should do personally, really. But, I could guess what you would probably need to do. I don't know. But real life challenges, you know what I mean? That these are the things nobody talk about. Me and me, I'm gonna talk about weird stuff. This is not weird. This is real life challenge. This is stuff that people actually go through, every single day. Stuff that people don't talk about. Nobody talk about how you got scabs in your nose. Those are real life challenges that you got scabs all in your nose and stuff like that. These are real life challenges. You've been trying to figure out for 2 weeks now, why does your belly button smell awful? You've been trying to figure it out. My podcast will dig down deep and address these issues and these challenges, and bring in experts. I would bring in a belly button doctor to tell you why your belly button been stinking for 2 3 weeks. I would bring in a nose expert to figure out why you got scabs in your nose for 3 years. And I would bring in a barbecue expert to tell you why your ribs don't fall off the bone. The ribs ain't never fall off the bone. Every day, every time you have a picnic, barbecue, the ribs is hard like tire meat. Can't even pull it apart or nothing. So my podcast will address all those issues. So if you're interested in me having a real podcast, I can do that. I can do that, and I will address the real issue, the hard hitting issues that's hitting everyday people across the globe. Why your shoe got a hole in it? I will bring in a shoe expert to tell you why you brought some shoes and now it has a gigantic hole on the bottom of it. I will bring in a shoe expert so we could get down to the nitty gritty, get down to the hard facts. You know what I mean? If you got acne all over your face, I'm gonna bring in a dietitian, a skincare tician, whatever they call these people. What they call these people? Skincare dermatologist. I would bring in those two people, and I would bring in a drug dealer to figure out why your skin has acne. I'll bring in those three experts. Now, I ain't got nothing to do. I don't know no drug dealers, to be honest. But I will bring in three people to tell you why your face is ate up. Because either it's something you eating, or it's something you putting on your face, which the dermatologist will help you with, or it is the drugs you using, because drugs ruin your skin. Drugs ruin your skin. So it'll be three experts: the drug dealer, the dermatologist, and the dietitian. And we're going to get down to the nitty gritty to figure out why your face is so broke out. These are real issues. These are real life challenges people face every day. Somebody right now has is lactose intolerant and has eaten a gob of cheese and stuff that they wasn't supposed to eat. They ate a 10-pound lasagna last night by themselves, and now the toilet has exploded. So we're gonna get down to the reason why. Why are you having these problems? You ain't do no drugs. Me either. I've never been interested in that. We're gonna get down to the reason why your toilet is exploding every week. We're gonna get down to the reason, the real life challenges that people face every single day. That's what my podcast would be about, and you should support. You should support it, because if I have one, that's exactly the stuff I would talk about. I wouldn't talk about no celebrities. I could care less. I'm not gonna talk about celebrity life is not that important. Okay, real people and real challenges and real stuff we go through. Trying to put your wig on and you don't have enough wig glue. What do you do in those situations? These are real life challenges. Having this much hair, you want some braids. These are some real life challenges. Okay, you want a fine partner. You want somebody beautiful in your life, but you may not look the part. These are real life challenges, and I will address those issues. Oh, you back? We talking about my podcast that I potentially could have. If I had a podcast, I would be talking about real life, challenges that people face. Having extra hair like a werewolf on your back. How did it get like that? We will bring in some experts from Manscaped. We will bring in some experts from the lawn care facility centers. We will bring in experts from to help you figure out, how did you get all that hair on your back, sir? How did you get all that hair on your back? So we will bring in experts like that, real experts, not this crazy stuff that these podcast people be doing. I will be bringing in solid experts, real people from the street, and try to figure out why your food always tastes bland. And why these are real challenges. Your family hates you. Your family hates you for years because your food ain't right and ain't seasoned. I will bring in an old grandma. We bring in the old grandma expert. You know what I mean? She about 60. She about 79. Almost out of here. Before she get up out of this joint, we're going to have her share her recipes and stuff like that and help you get your seasoning game on track. Hello, Corey. How you doing? You know what I mean? So, I bring in real experts, real experts to deal with your real life challenges. That's what people want to know. They want to know how to stretch $50 to get 3 weeks worth of groceries. And I'm gonna bring in experts. I'm gonna bring in the top coupon people across the country, the people that get all the groceries for $20 for 3 weeks. I will bring in coupon professionals to help you, get your grocery list budget under control. You know what I mean? So I would do that. I would do all of that. So if I get a podcast, if God bless me, what do you mean what I'm talking about? I'm talking about my future podcast. Helping people with life challenges. So if you are interested in listening to my podcast of life challenges and me bringing in experts, go ahead, like, share, subscribe to this channel so that you can be informed and be supportive of when we get this off the ground. I don't know if I'm do I don't know if I would do a podcast, but anything is possible. But I will be addressing real stuff, hard hitting. Really, I should. It's still on the ground. What the hell you talking about? What you talking about? Anyway, if I don't have a podcast, I would be a politician. A politician. You know, I would be a politician. I think actually I would make a good governor. So let me know which one of y'all states need a governor. I can be your governor. Just let me know. Let me know. I'll sign up and be the governor of your state. You know what I mean? I probably could win. I'm not gonna lie. I only got 4 likes. What do you want me to do? I haven't been live for an hour. What are you talking about? Where you get an hour from? Bye, Sammy. Hours podcast. People don't come to my live stream like that. I don't have a lot of live stream participants. I don't have a lot of live stream participants. And one issue is because I'm not on here consistently. I'm not on here a lot, so don't nobody know I'm on here. And I don't have a lot of topics. I come on here for vibes and that's it. And then I leave. I'm not on here trying to sell you nothing. I ain't on here trying to tell you all my business and all this kind of crazy stuff. I'm not on here talking and gossiping about so and so and all this kind of stuff. I don't do all that. I don't be on here talking all that crazy stuff about this and that or whatever. I ain't got no tricks. I ain't got no I'm not gonna be on here eating. I'm not doing no mukbangs. And you too skinny. That's the first I heard. Hello, Rita Mar. Hey, Rita Mar, how you doing? Mm-hmm. 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 But I just come on here for vibes. I'm not getting paid to come on here or do anything. I'm just on here. That's it. Oh, I'm great. I'm great. I'm doing great this today. Sub to your channel. Okay, I will do that. Let me do that. What is your name? Sammy something. Sammy. Let's see what your channel is about. Sammy dot ALI. RAM. Let's see what your channel is about. This is a child's channel. Why I want to subscribe to that? I don't think so. I don't subscribe to children's channels. You need to have some children. No, I don't. I'm from Indiana. Mm-hmm. I need to have some children. I don't want to have. I already got two. I don't need no more children. Right, Frank. I don't know what Sammy on here trying to get. I don't know why are kids on my live stream. Why are you on my live stream? This is not for children. This is not a children. This is not a children platform. This is not Barney time. Okay, this is not the Magic School Bus area. I don't know why children are on my live stream. That's why I'm gonna be live streaming on Substack. I'm gonna be on there. I think that is more. I think I'll get more out of live streaming on there. We need to go count again. I know what the hell I got. I got two, and that's it. I don't have no more, and I don't want no more. I'm old. I don't want no more. I don't want no more anything. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't need no more. I don't want no more children. But shout out to all y'all that want kids, not me. You know, I'm trying to slow life down. I'm at the slow down part of life. I don't want to I, I don't want to be having no extra children and all that kind of stuff. I don't want to do that. Oh shoot. Sammy, I don't know why you on my channel. I don't know why you here as a child. Yeah, I had to put Sammy out. Sammy's a child. I don't know why a child is in my live stream. That ain't gonna work. I don't want children in here. That doesn't make any sense. But today I'm going to reorganize. I'm not reorganize. I'm going to do some stuff with my closet and get some baskets to organize and all that kind of stuff. I'm going to be doing that. So today is going to be about organization and getting stuff ready for spring, because I ordered me some new clothes. Because I know everybody's tired of me wearing the same stuff, but I ordered me some new stuff, so it should be here in a few days. Because I feel like I need a refresh. Like I need some new stuff. Hello, Layman. How you doing? I felt like I needed some new stuff. Growing up, I did not buy a lot of clothes and stuff growing up. I always had stuff passed down to me. People would give me stuff. Your aunties, and oh, you can wear this now. Well, you go ahead and take this. So I did not grow up with a whole bunch of clothes and shoes and stuff like that. People always was giving stuff to me and stuff like that. So I didn't grow up. What do you mean I'm losing too much weight? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? I've been drinking hot water. Hot water is the best thing you could possibly do. I've been doing that. That's about it. Tell me I'm losing too much weight. What are you talking about? What is too much weight? I haven't lost anything. I have been on the treadmill every day. I've been doing that. That's about it. But I'm drinking the hot water. I'm losing too much weight. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I don't think so. I don't know about that. But anyway, uh, my grandma, you know what? My grandma, she used to have a lot of clothes. I used to admire her because she has so many clothes. She has so many clothes in her closet and just everywhere. She just had a lot of nice pieces of clothing. She would always shop at J.C. Penney's and what's the other store? Ellis Ayers. Ellis Ayers and J.C. Penney's were my grandmother's favorite two stores. And she would go there and, buy really nice pieces. She didn't buy nothing that looked cheap or anything like that. She always dressed real elegant and nice and stuff all the time. And as I grew up and stuff, just watching her, having all these nice pieces, I said to myself, I'm going to have some of this nice stuff. But I never brought any of that stuff, the fancy purses. And she would buy a lot of hats and keep them in hat boxes. And she would buy all the fancy jewelry that she would wear with her outfits and stuff like that. I never got into that. Cause my sister thinks I'm manly acting, like I act like some type of man or something. You still a teen mom? You get what the hell you talking about? I am not no teen mom. I am not that. But my grandma, uh she was just really classy in the way she dressed and stuff like that. And I kept thinking to myself, I'm gonna be like that. I am not like that. I dress conservative, I guess, whatever you want to call it, somewhat or whatever. But my grandma, she used to sit there, put makeup on every day, and do her hair, and she would take the time to do her hair. So when I see those people on Red Note, the Chinese app, and the women, they sit there and they take their time. You show too much skin. What you talking about? What skin? I see those ladies on Red Note and they sit there, take their time and do their hair, their makeup. They really put a lot of time into, themselves and stuff like that. It reminds me of my grandma, who also used to just sit there. She would wake up hours early before work and really sit there and just, put her whole look together. She didn't feel rushed. She fixed her breakfast. She did all these things before she go to work, and she would just sit there and just pamper herself before she go to work. She would pamper herself and get herself together. You know what I mean? She would do that. And I always thought I was gonna be that person. I'm not that person to sit there and really do that. You know, but she had a different kind of life. She had a husband. See, when you have a husband or you have a partner or whatever, it allows you to, you know, it allows you, especially if you have a partner that helps you, it allows you to concentrate, on yourself a lot. And without being financial worried about finances and stuff, because she didn't have to worry about finances and stuff like that, because he took care of all that. You got two. Where I got two husbands? Where you see me with two husbands? I ain't got no two husbands. What I'm gonna do with two men? I have two husbands. Why I need two? I don't even. Two is too much. You can't catch me in a polyamorous. That's what you heard. You couldn't catch me in no polyamorous relationship. I don't want to be stuck with no two men. You know what I mean? Especially living with them. I would never live with them. If I had two husbands, they couldn't live with me. They had to live with each other. They couldn't live with me. Oh, go live with y'all. Go live in y'all house. I live over here. What do you mean that's why they kicked me out the church? What the hell you talking about? They ain't kick me out of no church. They ain't kick me out of no church for no two husbands. I don't know what tabloid story you reading about me, but you need to turn that off. Because I ain't got no two husbands. I don't want two men in my life. All these women want a roster of men. I don't think I that's a headache. I don't even want that, let alone two husbands. What am I do with that? I need to interview somebody when I get my podcast. I need to interview some polyamorous people that got the 2-3 husbands and 2-3 wives and all this kind of stuff. It's called a stable of men. Is that what it's called? A stable of men? What the hell? I don't want no stable, no man. I don't want all the men. And especially living with me. I don't want you living with me. Cause I'm not gonna do nothing for none of y'all. I'm not doing nothing for y'all. It's already a headache living with one man, let alone two. You got a t-shirt that says God gave me two hands for my two husbands. No, I don't. I don't need that t-shirt. I don't want no husband. Like, I don't want no two husbands. I really, if I get a husband, he might have to live in his own house, to be honest. I don't want you, because I'm okay, I'm gonna just be real raw and honest with everybody. When I have lived with a man, I feel like I can't do the things I want to do. You know what I mean? It's almost like you gotta be perfect all day long. I don't want to do that. So really, living with a man is a lot of work. It's a lot of work and it's a lot of mental struggle. And I don't feel like going through that. I want to be able to go to the bathroom in peace. Okay? I want to be. You want to take a monster dumper? What? That is an issue. That is a life challenge. Now I can put that on my podcast. That is a life challenge. You cannot take a dump freely with a man in the house. You can't do that. You know what I mean? You can't do that. And I don't feel like being shamed. You know what I mean? So I need to be in my own house, and you need to be in your own house where you live how you want to live, and I live how I want to live, because that ain't gonna work. Mm-hmm. Do they have dinner at your house? Mm-hmm. All I know is that you no, hold on. He can visit her. No, he can't have dinner at my house. We can have dinner at his house, not my house. You know what I mean? Because I'm not gonna be expected. I'm not cooking for you. I'm not doing that. You know what I mean? But those are real challenges living with somebody. You know, the cleaning, the cooking, and all that. And then the women can't be women. You know what I mean? When you live with a man, you cannot be a woman and live with a man. You can't be a free. You can't walk around freely. You can't walk around being free. And I don't like that feeling. I like to just be me. And I can't be me with living with no man. I can't be me. And so that's a big issue. I can't be me. And that's a problem. And there's probably a lot of women that feel that way. There's some women out there, they boyfriend or husband may be gross, and they just as gross as the boyfriend or the husband or something. I'm not talking about those people. I'm talking about, people like me who I just can't. I feel like I can't be myself. I can't be free. I can't be free living with no man. It's always I gotta think about too much stuff. I gotta think about, is that clean enough? Is this, that, and all. I don't want to think about all that stuff. And that's a lot. That's the stuff that goes in your mind when you live with a man. You know what I mean? All that stuff. I want to be free. I want to be able to lay in my bed and do whatever in my bed, and not be bothered with craziness. I don't want to be bothered. I want you to go to sleep. I want you to close your eyes, go to sleep, and leave me alone. Okay? You stay over there, I stay over here. And you leave me alone, I leave you alone. So I think separation of housing would be the only thing that will work. You live over there. And we don't even have to be married. You just live over there, I live over here. And that's it. I think that works. For me. For me. Because when my grandma lived with my grandfather, she had to do a lot. Not a lot, but she had to. I felt like she couldn't be herself. So, I want to be able to be myself. And I don't want no more children, so don't ask me about no more children. I don't want no more children. I don't want that. But I am about to leave in about 10 minutes. I'm about to leave. Because I got to go. I got to go outside. I got stuff to do. Stuff to do outside. I got to get stuff from I gotta make a list. I gotta get stuff from my makeup. I gotta get something to put my makeup in. Mm. What else do I gotta do? I gotta figure out what I'm gonna make for dinner. I don't know what that's gonna be. Good morning, Juan. How How's your day? How's your day going? My day is just going. I'm about to have a good day. Oh, I gotta put some powder on my. Oh, I almost forgot. Oh, here it go. I gotta put some powder on my. Oh. So I won't look oil. I'm just. You deliver. Oh, you a postman? How you like that job? I couldn't be no postman. Now my sister used to work at the post office, and she used to work at the post office. Hey, Haywood, how you doing? Ain't no payday for me. Uh, I'm just going to the store. I get cute for me. But my sister used to work at the post office, and they used to do some nasty stuff out there. You know what I mean? They used to do some freaky stuff out there at the post office. That's a strange place. That's a strange place to work. It's nasty in there. It's a the warehouse. If you got a spouse or you got a partner and they work at the warehouse or work at the post office, she gonna catch a man and then waste it. What you? No, I'm not. I don't be out there like that when I'm outside. I have a mean face. My face look mean. You know. I look too mean. I'm not approachable. This is my face when I'm outside. That's not an approachable face. Ain't nobody walking up to me. Not these days. Um, yeah. So my sister used to work at the post office and stuff like that. They used to do some freaky stuff. So if you got somebody, a partner that works at the post office or works at the warehouse job, just know they probably talking to other people. Just letting you know off the bat, they probably talking to other people because that is a cesspool of sins. A lot of sinning going on at those two places. A lot of sinning going on at the post office and the warehouse, especially the warehouse. The warehouse, that's a different kind of environment. Can't nobody be faithful and they work there. I don't believe it. But no, when I go outside to do my business. I'm not going outside to look for none of y'all granddaddies or uncles or nothing like that. I don't want to talk to none of y'all uncles, y'all granddaddies, y'all, none of that. I don't want to talk to none of them. I'm old, you know, but not that old. So when I'm outside to get business done, not to date. I'm not outside trying to date people. I don't even think people go up to people no more like that, like they used to anyway. Everybody's scared. All the men out there are scared to go up to women and talk to them. They scared they're gonna be accused of something. So I don't see too many men talking to any women at all. I think they terrified. But anyway, it's time for me to go. But you guys have a great day. Like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Goodbye.